actually now flying over the city where I live, but this flight goes to Shenzhen, so I still have another 2 hours to go. It's really a long flight. I'm so exhausted. I've been sitting here for like 8 hours, but I'm still very excited about what's going to happen in my town, and I would love to introduce a place where I live, the food I love, so let's go. So you see, this is where I live, this is where my grandparents live, and this is where I'm going to now. And I will take the next flight going back here. I have just landed in Shenzhen and it's 4 a.m. My next flight will be in 6 hours, so I think I'm going out to have a brunch. So this is the terminal in Shenzhen. It's massive. And I plan to check in now and then go to have a brunch. Yeah, it's finally 5:30. This coffee shop is open. And this is also my first stop in Shenzhen, Luckin Coffee. Take a look at this incredible menu. You can have Americano with orange, pineapple, grapefruit, grape, lemon, or apricot juice. Ooh, look at this. This is my final choice. Pineapple Americano. Look how beautiful the color is. Normally I don't drink coffee, but today is a special situation. If I don't have it, I might just blank out in any minutes. I fell asleep at the airport chair for like 2 hours, and now I'm on my way to have some dim sum, and it's 15 kilometers away, so I took a cab. My friend lives in Shenzhen recommended me this restaurant. When you get to this kind of Cantonese restaurant, they will ask you first what kind of tea do you want. So I ordered luo hangu. I don't know the English name, sorry. And here's the menu. Oh my god, it looks so tempting. So here is a typical Cantonese tea, and she already helped me to pour some tea here. And she also poured some hot water in my bowls. It's very typical Cantonese. And because I'm in a rush to the airport later, I ordered something really fast, just some simple dim sum. First one is this kind of sausage, and I have a seat for the 3 most famous baozi. And last one of the most famous milk pudding. And here's what you should do with the bowl. You do this, and pour it out. So now your bowl is warm and cleaned. Now they have taken my order, and it should be really fast because it's all pre-made. We can try the tea first. The teacup is extremely hot and it's burning my fingers, but it's how it is. I can see my orders are the best choice in dim sum, but I'm not from this province, I'm not Cantonese, so I just ordered whatever I like. The teapot is still boiling. Can you see the flame here? And also here comes my dim sum. It's my milk pudding. Take a look. On the top is peanuts. And here's a baozi. This is cha shao bao, this is he tao bao, this is liu sha bao. This one has meat inside, and this one is walnut, and this one, I don't know what's inside actually, but I extremely like this one. I think we can start with the milk pudding. The milk pudding can actually be translated as double layer milk pudding. I'm flying, not gonna lie. It's very, very thick. When you put it into your mouth, it's really melting in your mouth. Baozi time. See the size of it? So good. It's sweet and salty. It's time to review why I like this one most. You see? It's so juicy. I remember when I was young, the first time I tried this, I had 6 of it. because it was so scrumptious. Still good. Here comes another one of my favorites. Translation is kind of sausage, but I'm not sure how it's made, so I don't know if it's really sausage. Anyway, it's shrimp inside, and the outside one, you see, the shell, it's crunchy. Here we go! And it has 3 different kinds of dip. One is garlic, it's spicy. One, I think it's sesame. And another one is the most traditional one, just soy sauce. I always order this in every Cantonese restaurant I go. Now it's time to pay. There is a QR code on the table. I just need to scan it. And here's what I ordered. It's 94 Chinese yuan, like 12 francs. And successful with WeChat Pay. I'm already back to the airport and waiting for my next flight. The Shenzhen airport is really too big. I've been walking for like 10 minutes, but I'm still far away from my gate. Finally, I arrived in my city at 4 p.m. and here you can see pandas everywhere. This is what our city is famous for. Even in the bathroom, it's pandas. One thing I don't like about this airport is it's too big. I really need a bicycle here. My family already got me. Here you see we are going to the exit. Beautiful. It's a Chinese traditional lantern. Look like a fish. Another panda. Woohoo, cute. Here is a parking lot inside the terminal, and here's a transmit. I thought my dog didn't recognize me anymore, but then I realized he was just mad at me because I hadn't been home for 2 years. My first meal here today is a hot pot. It's a typical Sichuan food. The ice cream is free. This is what you definitely need for hot pot, a self-made dip. My personal must-aid is sesame oil, coriander, celery, garlic, and this one. It's some kind of vegetable root. So this is my dip. This is one of my favorite snacks here. It's called pineapple pancake. And this is Sichuan hot pot. We went with a classic yuanyang pot, super spicy all around with a mild bruise in the center. Since there were kids with us, we kept things a bit milder. All the ingredients we order are here, and yes, you have to cook everything yourself in the pot. My personal must-have is duck intestines, beef trip, and duck tongue always. Once the broth starts boiling, all we do is toss the food in and wait for it to cook. I actually recorded some live audio while eating at the restaurant, but during editing I realized it was too loud. I couldn't even hear myself talking. Now, cooking duck intestines has its own special trick. We call it 七上八下, literally 7 up, 8 down. All you need to do is to sink the duck intestine through the bruise 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's ready to eat. Classic. Now I'm in the village where my grandpa lives. He has no clue that I have came back, so I will surprise him a lot. A few years ago, my grandpa moved back to the place where he was born. In Chinese, we have a saying, 落叶归根, which means the fallen leaf returns to its roots. This is how the yard looked like. This is a traditional Chinese pavilion. My grandpa bought it on Taobao. You have no idea how massive the package was when it arrived. At the back of the yard is a bamboo forest. This is traditional Sichuan mahjong, a classic Chinese-style game that has to be played with 4 people. We're not playing with real money today, so we will use this poker to substitute money. And this is how mahjong looks like. It has 3 different kinds of pattern. This is called tong. It's like a pancake. This is called tiao. It's a strip. And we also have this one. It's called wan. It's with Chinese character. We draw the dice first. It's 7, so it should go with my opposite. Okay, so I took 4. We start by drawing 3 rounds of 4 tiles and then 1 final tile to make a total of 13 if I'm not the dealer. The first rule is we have 3 different patterns, but we only should leave 2 different kinds of patterns on our hand. So we will throw 1 kind of patterns. If someone gives out 1 cube and then you have 2 cubes with the same pattern, it's called pong. Then you can take this one here and take 1 out. And every time when it's your turn, you have to draw 1 cube first. And this is the pattern I don't want, so I give it out. The same thing is if you have 3 on your hand and somebody give out 1 and you can have 4 in a row, it's called gang. What I have here now is called 下照. The ultimate goal to make it win is to make the model 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. So I have to wait another this one or this one to make the successful pattern. This time I lost because they all have succeed. It's called hu. And look at hers, for example. It's 5, 6, 7. This is a group. And this 2, the same, it's a group. The 2 group 1 must be always the same pattern, but the 3 groups 1 could be a consistent number like 5, 6, 7 or 7, 6, 8, and could be the same one like this. And look at this magic automatic mahjong table. You just put all the mahjong here and press a button. And here comes a new set of mahjong. Fun fact, I'm actually allergic to fava beans, but in Chinese family no one really believes in allergies, including me. My grandpa made us barbecue. This is barbecue meat, barbecue fish. And this is the most mundane life in the Chinese village. My dog actually are not allowed to get into the pavilion, but he knows we're not going to blame him. I have a birthday cake here because it's going to be my grandpa's birthday in a few months. The character here is a Chinese character, means long life, and it's in traditional Chinese. The peach here is typically for the seniors because it means long life. And that's what we have today for the meal. And the dog. This is one of my favorite hidden gems, a little Chaoshan street food spot that's always packed. There's always a line. I order rice noodles with mixed pork offal and beef broth. The pork mix usually includes liver and lungs, super flavorful. And the price is just around 2 Swiss francs. This is another one of my favorite noodle spots in Chengdu. They serve super traditional, local-style snacks, nothing fancy, just super authentic. You can add as many side toppings as you want for free, and most noodle dishes are just a bit over 1 franc. Some of the sweet snacks are even less than 1 franc. At the entrance, there is so many cute steamer full of spiced beef with rice powder. It's called fenzhen niu rou, and I love it. One thing that's a bit different from Europe, we often have desserts with a main meal night after. This time we got iced chili and fermented rice tofu pudding, sweet, cold, and super refreshing, perfect with spicy food. This is the beef noodle we ordered. The hand-pulled noodles were super chewy. And yes, don't be scared by the chili on the top. That's just part of the charm of Sichuan food. These are red oil dumplings, a Sichuan classic. They're freshly made every day, with thin wrappers and lots of juicy filling. Spicy at first, but then it turns slightly sweet. You really have to try this if you ever come to Sichuan. This Leshan fried skewer place is another all-time favorite of mine. When I first found them, they were just a little street cart. 3 years later, they opened a shop. And now, they've expanded and taken over the store next door. All the skewers are kept in the fridge, and you just pick whatever you like. There were so many options. Meats, veggies, tofu, and even deep-fried slice of toast. I was seriously overwhelmed, in the best way. All the skewers people picked are now lined up there, just waiting their turn. Good food always makes me wait. The story of my life. By the way, the lemon water and porridge are free. Just help yourself. Yep. All those here are what I ordered, and honestly, my mouth is already watering. Now I'm taking the high-speed train to visit my grandparents. All I need to do is to scan my ID card at this machine. And that's it. I'm checked in and through the gate. This is a train station of a small city in southwest China. In China, train tickets come with assigned seats, and the screens at the station show you exactly where your carriage will stop. Super easy to find your spot ahead of time. When you travel from one small city to another, you usually transfer in a bigger city. But here's the convenient part. You can transfer inside the train station without having to exit and re-enter. Super smooth, super efficient. Here I am at the biggest railway station in Chengdu. During the peak hour, there are 27 trains arrive and depart at this station every minute. The passenger volume exceeds 208,000 every single day. This is a train I'm about to take. See how many people are waiting here. This is a second-class carriage on an intercity train. Just scan the QR code right at your seat. Then a crew member will bring the food you ordered straight to you. This time I'm allocated in this dining coach. I think they might have some organizational matters, so that's why I'm here. But this is super fancy. It's the first time that I have a proper sofa, a glass table with a flower by the window. I think it might be weird for everyone because everybody's talking about this. But it's really just so fancy, so I can't complain. This Chinese high-speed train takes me 3 hours-ish to get to Chongqing from Chengdu. And it's exactly the same distance from Zurich to Munich. Look at the beautiful Chinese village. And I bought a drink on the high-speed train using Alipay, super convenient. But the price? Literally twice what it costs at a regular supermarket. Can someone please tell me why it's so expensive? This is a product from Coca-Cola China, and here it writes, rub the orange and smell it, and I just did. It's amazing. So I did I rubbed it, and it has a very, very fresh smell of orange. This is a minority area with a population of about 539,000. It's a home to the Tujia people, and I'm one of them. My dad grew up here, but I've never really lived here myself. We only come back during Chinese New Year. I heard that the first time I came here as a kid, like 20 years ago, it took 3 days. By bus, train, and even a boat across the Yangtze River. Thanks to the modern transport, it now only takes 3-ish hours by high-speed train. What a change. It's an elevator to my grandma's place. Even the small minority town has tons of tall buildings. My niece knocked the door and my grandma opened it. This is my favorite local food in Shizhu, Hulake wontons. And the price for each bowl is 1 to 2 francs. The chili they use is specially prepared, so it's way more fragrant than the regular spicy oil. And the wontons are wrapped fresh right before they are cooked. Looks spicy, right? That's why I'm this hot. My cousin says this restaurant is here since she was in high school, so it's been already 30 years. It's really a long time. That's why they have the most authentic flavor of this. I am with my family right now, and we're having a very typical Chinese family gathering.
My aunt ordered a whole table full of dishes at the restaurant. Everything served on a big round table with a rotating centerpiece, so everyone can try a bit of everything. Super practical and very Chinese.
And here we are. I'm gonna show you my favorite entertainment in China. Here, it's foot massage.
This foot massage place in Shizhu, Chongqing is called 天涯海角, a rhyme on the phrase 天涯海角, which means the end of the earth. In Chinese, 角 also means food, so it's a pun.
My aunt settled me here in this room, and she said she got me the best one here in this massage store. It's a privilege, I think. Look at the price here. I think I will get the 60 minutes one because I have my next train in 1.5 hours. And the price with the membership is like 12-13-ish francs. And with it, you can have 10 minutes massage for the neck, 10 minutes for the foot, 10 minutes for the arm, 10 minutes for the back, 10 minutes for the leg. And of course, not just this. The part I love most is you got unlimited food with the price. I have changed into the outfit they provided here. This is what you should wear for a foot massage.
The first step at any foot massage place in China is covering the foot basin with a disposable plastic liner. It's all about hygiene and keeping things clean for every customer. Then they fill it up with hot water, just a bit hotter than you'd expect. According to traditional Chinese medicine, soaking your feet in hot water helps remove dampness from the body, which is believed to be one of the main causes of fatigue at low energy. When you soak your feet here, you can choose to add different ingredients like milk for softening and whitening the skin, ginger to warm the body, or salt for its antibacterial effect. I picked 艾草 mugwort, a traditional Chinese herb believed to help remove dampness from the body. While soaking my feet, the massage started right away. Since I was in a bit of rush, I skipped the usual head massage and went straight to the shoulders and neck. The practitioner was so skilled. It only took a few minutes before I felt completely relaxed, like falling asleep kind of relaxed. By the time the shoulder massage was done, my foot soak had finished too. She gently dried my feet and applied a rich moisturizing lotion on both sides. Then we moved on to the basic relaxation massage. And don't blink. This is the coolest part. She lit a small clay jar on fire and bam! Placed it right on the sole of my foot. It's called cupping, a traditional Chinese therapy believed to draw out dampness from the body. Not the Euro glass cups you might have seen. This one's made of ceramic. Very old school. I only had time for a quick 30-minute massage before I had to rush off to catch my next train. This one would take me across the Yangtze River, yes, literally over it, on one of the massive bridges that span the water. The pace of China's development over the last few decades is honestly impressive. All this infrastructure really adds so much convenience to daily life. Finally, back in Chengdu. The ride-hail and pickup zone is always the busiest. Every time I wave through Chengdu's flyovers, I can't help but think of that line from Empire States of Mind, "Concrete jungle where dreams are made of." And speaking of dreams, welcome to the New Century Global Center, the world's largest single building by floor area. It's like a city within a city, malls, hotels, an indoor beach, and even a pirate ship. The Chengdu Twin Tower are iconic skyscrapers symbolizing the city's rapid growth and financial ambition.
As you know, yesterday I didn't have enough time for the foot massage, so here I am again today. Now I'm in a massage store in Chengdu, and let's see how it goes. It's the same procedure. I will sink my foot here first. Today I got a really big screen.
Before starting, the practitioner carefully asked which areas I want to focus on and how strong I like to the pressure. She basically climbed on my back and pressed with all her weight. Yeah, it hurt a bit, but in a good way. Totally worth it for us desk workers with chronic back pain. After the massage, I met up with my friends for some proper Sichuan food, dishes I'd been craving for so long. I started filming halfway through the meal, so it might look there's not much food left. This salted pork belly and spicy chicken offal are two of my absolute favorites. On my way back home, it suddenly started raining, and I feel like I'm shooting a movie. Today we're having a traditional countryside feast, right here in this rustic farmhouse. There's a big wok in the yard, and the food cooked in it has something we call guoqi, a special smoky flavor you can only get from a high-heat stir-frying. While someone's cooking, the rest of us started playing guandan, a popular card game here in Sichuan. We even got ourselves an automatic card shuffler. Yes, that's how serious we are about it. Right next to the card game table, we set up another table with hot pot, for those who were still craving something spicy. In China, people love putting up posters of different gods on their doors, some for wealth, some for peace, some just to keep bad vibes away. It's all about bringing in good energy for the year. Then we finally dug in, and believe it or not, every single dish on this table was made by one amazing chef. Pretty impressive, right? This longyan meat is a family favorite. It's a big piece of fatty pork wrapped around sweet date. Years ago, it was such a special and expensive dish that we only had it during New Year, too precious to eat at any other time. After the meal, it was time to head to the airport. My family stood outside the security checkpoint waving goodbye until I disappeared from sight. I think my dog is the perfect way to sum up this short week at home. Sometimes happiness is like a piece of bread. The moment you smell it, you're already happy, and when you finally take a bite, it only gets better. Just like this trip. Short, simple, but full of happiness.